Two fans.
One.
Only one for the condenser.
Oh no, two.
So who's gonna cool the other half of the condenser?
It's gonna be two.
I think. I mean, I'm just assuming this, but just common sense. I think
Say
that we
two.
need two, right? Maybe they just only do one. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna look up and see if I need the two or the one, and the only way I'm gonna find that out is by looking at the schematic, right? So we're gonna get over here, and we need the wiring schematics. So we have. Look at here, guys. Hey guys, come over here. This is all data, and I just put in the vehicle, that vehicle right there. The year, the model, the brand, all that stuff, right? We have on the first column popular information, what people have selected most popular. We have systems of components, information things. We have maintenance, diagnostic, travel codes, technical term bulletins, specifications, diagrams, and locations. Which one do I select here? Diagrams. Right? So we go to diagrams. Now we get diagrams code. Diagram information instruction. Diagnostic aids, connector views, electrical diagrams. Which one?
Electrical.
Electrical diagrams, right? Now I want what? I want to look at the diagram for who?
Heating and air conditioning.
Heating and air conditioning, or what are we looking at? I want the whole heating and air conditioning. I mean, what the switch does, and I press the low and radiator cooling. No, right? The cooling fan, right? So where is it? Radiator cooling fan, right? So we go to radiator cooling fan, and then it says system diagram or radiator cooling fan. System diagram. It's a system, right? So we go here. You get one in here, and you scroll down, and on all data you have a choice. You can zoom or you can size for print, which means that you guys can actually save this onto your computer. You guys know how to do that? Okay, watch this. Let's say in order to save it as a PDF, you want to print, then you go here, then where's the drop down? Oops, sorry. No, it's supposed to be right there. That's what I want. Okay, so see, I can either save the image, copy the URL, copy image, or print. Right? Sometimes when you hit print, and most of the time, it asks you if you want to print it or you want to do other things. See? I can save it as a PDF, or if I can print it, I just change what I want to do. Right now it's set, I save as PDF. But if I say I want to print this, I can go change. It's going to tell me what other things that I can do, right? I can print it, and I think I got my printer here somewhere. Or just say I want to save it as a PDF and then print it later. We just have it on my device, right? So save as a PDF, and then you save it, and then it's going to ask you where you want to save it. So you put it wherever you thumb drive. Do I understand that? Okay. Good. So now we have. This is the schematic for the 209. Is it different than the one we have in our hands?
Yes.
Okay. Let's zoom in. Let's see how this is different or what's happening. Where's the zoom?
No zoom in here, but the zoom is over here. It should be down here. No zoom. Okay, control plus. Yeah. Come on. Oh, I think this is
This is as big as it's going to be. Yes. So we have the three. Is it different, the same as the one we have in our hand?
no.
Pretty much, right? Then we have three relays. Are they hooked up the same way? Looks like we have a little bit different here, but it just tells you that all three are connected together, right? And we have this one coming here, this one coming here. So it's going to control the coil side of each relay, right? And then from there, look at this. This is different, right? So let's see how this works. Let's see, where are motors? The motor's here, and another motor is over here. So we have two, right, on this car. I mean, I know about that one, but I wasn't sure about this one. So if I look at this and the car and everything, it better have two. Now, we know that we have ignition. I mean, we're going to have power on this side, so we're looking for a ground, right? On this one too, we need power in here because I know the bottom one of that is most likely a ground. You guys see that? And these ones have isolated grounds. This is what this means. And this is the place where it's going to go on ground. Okay, it doesn't share a ground with someone else. That's not very good. That shows a little bit of quality thing that is not very good for the sign. So this one, all it needs to work is what? Power, right? We got ground, right? Okay, so power, where's the power going to come? Either from here or from here. I don't know. So from here, it goes here. This is normally closed, normally open, excuse me. And then it's going to go right here. All I need to do is put power in here, and I will get that. But how can I get power from here? So this is not really going to supply any power to here. It's actually going to provide some ground to this motor to work on a lower speed. Everybody understands that? I'm not giving it as much ground as I could have if I, do it differently. Because watch this. If I want this to get full ground, then the motor turns full blast, right? So how am I going to do that? I'm going to cross this relay, which is going to go straight to where? Right? That's going to be high speed, right? Okay. So I know that in order to get this motor to turn fast speed, I need to have power to my coil. No, excuse me. I need to have power to this coil, right? Okay, so I can give it full ground. Is that correct? Okay, so let's still power this up first. So not that one, this one. So we need to close this relays. This one right here, which means that is this ground already or is this power? What does it have? What do we need? We already have ignition up here, right? Everybody saw that? So we need ground in here, right? Which it looks like it's common in all these three. So all these three, which tells me if this one is working but this one is not, then that tells me that I can go here, not any further, right? Because if I get ground here, then the problem is right here. I don't have to keep on going down, right? It's common, right? All right, so let's see how we're going to get that ground, correct? So the ground is going to go LG over here, and it also comes here and provides some other stuff with some other things. And I'm going to come here, and I'm going to go to LG, which is probably the second page. And let's see, yeah, I can close this, and then go to the other one. This is the second page. So I am just going to zoom, get it big, and get it bigger. I think that's as big as it's going to get. Okay, so where's my wire coming in? There it is. LG, right? It's going to come here. What does it say? Fan. This one just says fan. It doesn't say fan high or low, right? Let's see if I have a high fan low. No fan low, right? So this is a little bit different than the one that was produced the later year. Okay, so there's changes all the time, right? Where's Armida? Armida's went to burp or something. The hamburger was huge, man. I almost said, oh! But, so we have to pay attention to this. So I'm going to leave this up here so you guys on Gen 2 can see. And then you guys for Gen 3, you guys have it on your hand. So this is what I want to do first. I want to identify the relays. We know the motors, right? So where's the relays? Let's go back. So we close this. And this is this one. The first page. I want to identify these three relays. Where are they? Okay. So it says 3. So I want 3. Yes.
Looks like relay number 2 when it's in the normally on position for the blue line. So right here. See, this is current, right? You get current from here. Oh, I see. No, there's another relay here before it goes in there. Okay, never mind.
This is actually what gives this motor the lower speed because it needs to share the ground through the motor.
Okay, now I see now. At first I thought this was getting like solid current, that this motor would always be on except when it's switched, then it would turn off, but then that would be on. But okay, I see.
Yes. So if I knock this ground, just for argument, if I disconnect this ground here, am I going to be able to operate any of the motors?
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, I can still operate it.
Okay. This one definitely not going to work, and this is never going to work on low speed, right? But if I close this relay, then I'm going to give full ground here. So see, I can see the possibilities, and I can sit there and think, okay, if I do this, then that means that. If I do that, then that means this. So this is going to save me a lot of time. Every time you work on any kind of system, we need to figure out how it works first, right? Yeah, that's something that we didn't have it before, right? Let's look at that a little bit bigger. Yeah. Let's look at this.
And that thing closes, which makes sense. It's probably high pressure side, high temperature.
Let's see that because on the other one we didn't see that, right? So this one is it looks like the ground. Look at this water temperature switch. What do you guys think about having a water temperature switch? Does that relate it to my radiator temperature, to my coolant temperature, to all those things, right? So we're going to do different things, which means it's on the same circuit of this other switch, but this one is pressure. So this one is for the air conditioner. right? This one is for the cooling system, right? So, either way, this one, they all work off of a ground. If the temperature, if the car is overheating and the temperature is 230 degrees, that fan should have kicked on a long time ago, right? Well, maybe I can go down here, and this is just a ground. I can put a ground to this switch, and then see if the fan comes on. And if it does, what's my problem? I know exactly where to go, right? Okay, you guys see that? That's what I'm trying to get at. And because we are in the class that we are, that's what we're going to do. Okay, so let's identify the 3 relays, and then we're going to take out the relays, and I want to jump the relays to make one of the motors, whichever work. But please look at your schematic first before you do anything and think what's going to happen.